of pure existence, consciousness, bliss. Because of these qualities, we experience mortality, we experience confusion, we experience sorrow. It is like losing ourselves. I am of the nature of bliss and I experience sorrow, that means I have lost myself. I am of the nature of pure consciousness, but I get totally confused. I lost myself. I am of the nature of pure existence, but I get fear of death. I become mortal. I have lost myself. So that is what Bhagavan says, that these three gateways to hell, and these three are destroyers of your own self. Gateways to hell, hell is sorrow, hell is pain, hell is trouble, hell is bondage. This is all hell. Naraka. Naraka means hell, means sorrow, pain. And when this three comes in our life, that very moment we start experiencing hell. And how much we enter these three, so much we enter into the hell. And when we come out of this, we come out of hell. And what are these three? Kamaha, Krodhaha, and Tatha Lobhaha. Three. Easy to remember also. Bhagavan doesn't say 5 also, then it will be too much to remember. Only 3. Kam, Krodh and Lobha. And these 3 are such that in them contains all other negativities also. So if we can conquer these 3, all others also get destroyed. Kamaha, Krodhaha and Lobhaha. Kama means desires. Desires means want, craving. See, there are certain things which we need in life. When we follow the path of our dharma, our duties and all, certain things we require. We require food, clothing, shelter for our body. We require our work. We require certain things, that is fine. But apart from this, a person gets carried away by some craving, some intense want. And this want is created by our fanciful imagination. Imagination about certain pleasures, certain objects creates intense craving to possess those objects. That is called kama. In the second chapter we have seen, Bhagavan tells us how this kamna arises in our heart. Dhyayato vishayans pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha. So when we contemplate on objects which are not part of our duties, we are walking on this road, but we contemplate on something else, then what happens? Dhyayato vishans pumsa sangasteshu pajayate. One develops attachment to those objects. And when this attachment grows further, it becomes kamaha. Sangat sanjayate kama, intense want. See, attachment also is slightly lower than this kamaha. Once that attachment gets converted into kamaha, then it is like I want it. My life depends on it. My happiness depends on it. It becomes very intense. It's like a person who is drowning. He wants that air to breathe. Similarly, a person who has got kama, he feels, for my survival, I need this. When they don't get it, they become angry, frustrated, violent. It's like a person, let us say, like addiction it is. So person becomes violent, cannot think straight. So kamaha is a very dangerous negative tendency. And when it comes, it doesn't remain steady. It makes the mind absolutely restless. It churns the entire system and the person becomes restless. And that itself is naraka. That itself is hell. And that kama doesn't remain. It either you fulfill the kama or kama gets converted into krodha. Kamat sanjayate krodha. So dhyayato vichayans pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho vijayate krodhat bhavati sammohaha sammoha smriti vibhramaha smriti bhramshat buddhinashaha and buddhinashat pranashyati. Is the ladder of fall, our Gurudev says. So kama, if it is not fulfilled, then the whole energy which has given rise to that desire gets converted into frustration, gets converted into anger, gets converted into hatred. It becomes violent. It gets converted into violence. This kama, when it is obstructed. So kama itself becomes krodha. Krodha is the avatar of kama only. And what if it is fulfilled? That kama, that energy gets converted into lobha, greed. I want more. I want is kama, and I want more is greed. And how I don't get it and I will try to get it somehow and all, that is anger then. Who comes in front of me? I will overcome all the obstacles. So kama, krodha, lobha, when it arises in our mind, then that itself Bhagavan says hell, the beginning of hell. Means that person will not be able to experience peace. See, absence of peace is hell. Absence of joy is hell. So kama, krodha, tatha, lobha will arise. And that will nashadam atmanaha, that will destroy the self. One becomes useless, one becomes incapable of purushartha. One becomes incapable of following the path of dharma and attaining that moksha. Totally becomes useless. As long as this kama, krodha, lobha is there, person is not ready for spirituality. So tasma, therefore Bhagavan says, you recognize these three and drop it. Tasmad etat trayam tyajet. See, when we are doing satsang, now we know about it. So even when kama, krodha, lobha comes, this memory will remain. And with our strength of our willpower and strength of our understanding and strength of our other sadhana, we should be able to say no to it. It's like taking like vaccine they take. So when the virus tries to attack, then we can say no, not me. So it can go away then. So similarly, this understanding, knowledge, which we keep in our heart, becomes effective whenever one is attacked by this kama, krodha and lobha. But if the attack is more powerful, then we lose all our memory. Then we don't remember. Then the person doesn't, then everything is over, then that fellow remembers. ये सब मैंने सीखा था लेकिन कुछ काम नहीं आया. मेरा जीवन कोरा कागज. So like that fellow doesn't remember then. So kama, krodha, tatha, lobha. See, the 6 enemies are also mentioned: kam, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsa. But all of them they arise from kama only. And kama is because of ignorance. Kama is desire for what? Desire to gain pleasure, happiness, but not knowing that the source of real joy, peace and happiness is within me. It is not outside there in the world, but the real peace and real happiness is not there in any objects of this world. It is there within us. It is not, peace and happiness is not an object. It is a state of being. So searching for peace and joy in object itself is like a contradiction. It's a state of our being. It is not an object outside. If it was an object, we could have made it synthetic. Nowadays, everything can be made synthetic. So, synthetic peace and happiness we could have made and sold. We can sell some perfumes and all, they have sometimes bliss, happiness. So, people buy them and still they don't feel that bliss and happiness. But somebody is feeling. Who is feeling? The one who sold it. He says, both as bikri ho gayi, I am feeling very happy and peaceful. So, kama krodhas tatha lobha, it has to be seen at its root. अंदर उसे पकड़ना चाहिए. In Ramayana also we have this kama, krodha, lobha in the form of various rakshasas and all. And they were recognized and they were destroyed. So we have to recognize this kama. So one who has overcome kama, one who has overcome krodha and lobha, he or she experiences heaven here itself in this world, becomes free of this naraka. So tasmad etat trayam tejet. So here Bhagavan is giving us this advice. Further, he says, Etair vimukta kaunteya tamodvare stribhir naraha acharantyatmana shreyah tato yati parangatim एतैर विमुक्तः कौन्तेय तमोद्वारे स्त्रिभिर्नरः आचरत्यात्मनः श्रेयः. Bhagavan says that etaihi vimuktah, one who, hey Kaunteya, one who becomes free of these three, only three. Etaihi vimuktah Kaunteya tamodvaraihi, free of what? This tamodvar, this gateway to tamas, to hell. Threefold this dwar. One who gets rid of it, naraha, again Bhagavan talks to human being. He says that human being, that naraha, who gets rid of this, will be able to walk the path of goodness and righteousness. See, first we have to clean our vessel and then we can fill it with something good. There's a Zen story is there that one person approaches the teacher and he says, please teach me. So the teacher tells him that you bring a vessel. So he thought that maybe this teacher must be filling my vessel with knowledge. So he brought, and then the vessel was not clean. So teacher told him, first you clean the vessel, then I will fill it with this porridge or whatever. And when he was told, suddenly enlightenment happened. Some Zen stories are like that only. Enlightenment happens like anything there. So he suddenly realized that yes, first we have to clean our vessel. So first we have to clean our heart of this kama, krodha and lobha. If they are eliminated, we are clean. And once we drop them, then we become fit to follow the path of spirituality. Acharati atmanah shreyah. Bhagavan says such person then acharati, then follows the path of what? Of shreyah, of goodness, of welfare, of his own welfare. And once one follows that path, then what happens? Tato yati parangatim. Then he attains the supreme gati also. The supreme state of enlightenment is attained by such person. In Bhaja Govindam, Bhagavan gives the simple ladder of rise. about satsang. He says you can begin your journey through satsang. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, and nischalatatve jivan mukti. So everything we can attain through satsang, company of good, company of that one who is higher than us in spirituality, one who is higher than us in tranquility, in peace, in happiness, in wisdom. Company of such beings, company interaction with such beings is called satsang. If those beings are not available in their physical form, then even their books, their words can be great company. Like we have the words of Bhagwan Shankaracharya or Bhagwan Shri Krishna. We can read them. It is like being in their company only. If you want to be in Bhagwan Krishna's company, you read Bhagavad Gita. You can listen to Bhagavat. Then we are in his company. If we listen to Bhagavat, we will be able to move around with him, maybe steal some makhan and all. But if we read Bhagavad Gita, we can be with his mind, in his heart. We will be tuned to his mind. Not only to his body, but we will be tuned to his mind. Bhagavad Gita is Bhagwan's mind, Bhagwan's heart. Gita mein hridayam partha. Bhagwan says Gita is my hriday. Many people avoid his heart and try to know about his other things. So acharati atmanaha shreyaha. So once this kama, krodha, lobha is dropped, then our mind will become clear and we will be able to pursue the path of goodness. So through satsang we will become more and more detached. Our all moha will go away.